Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to my 25 Days of Craftmas series. During this series, I'm going to show you how to make these 25 Christmas projects using your Cricut machine. And I'll also share the SVG files I use to make the projects for free, so you can make them too. If you've missed any of the other days, be sure to check them out. It's day 6 and today I have one last countdown project to share, and this one turned out to be my favorite. I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas tree countdown sign. For this sign, you'll need a small Christmas figurine that can sit on the little wooden shelves. As each day passes, you can move the figurine to the next day. So cute, right? I'm excited to show you how to make your own. So let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you'll need wood for your sign, and mine measured about 12 inches by 18 inches. You'll need a large piece of adhesive vinyl, and I used lime tree green. You'll need transfer tape, your weeding tool and scraper, sandpaper, paint and a brush, square wood dowels for your shelves, and you'll need 2 to 3 36-inch pieces, a small Christmas figurine, a sawtooth hanger is optional, and of course, your Cricut, a cutting mat, and a cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. For this project, we'll be using the cut file called Christmas Tree Countdown BA1811. You can find it by clicking on the Craftmas 2021 category and looking for day 6, or you can enter 1811 into your browser search bar to find it. So once you found the file, go ahead and click on the link, and those files will be downloaded onto your computer. So I'm going to show you how to set up and cut this file in Cricut Design Space. If you're not sure how to unzip and import designs into Cricut Design Space, be sure to check out my step-by-step tutorial. So once you import the design, it's going to look like this on your Canvas screen. The first thing we're going to do is resize it so that it will fit on our wood sign. So I'm going to go up and change the width to 11 inches. You can leave the lock closed and the height will adjust proportionally. You can also click on the minus sign so you can see everything a little bit better. The next thing we're going to do is add an alignment guide so we will know exactly where to position this tree on our wooden sign. So I'm going to scoot this to the side for a minute, and then we're going to create a rectangle that is the same size as the piece of wood. So you can click on Shapes and then choose Square, and then you can go up and unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of your sign. And mine measures 12 inches by 18 inches. You can also click on Arrange and then choose Send to Back. And the next thing we're going to do is center this tree inside of the rectangle. So you can select both the tree and the rectangle and click Align and then choose Center. And this is how we want our tree to look like on the sign when we're finished. So we're going to add our little alignment guide down at the bottom so we'll know where to place it on the sign. So I'm going to click on Shapes again and then choose Square. And then you can change the color of the square to the green so it matches the tree. And then you can unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of 11.5 inches and then 0.15 inches. And now we want to align this skinny little rectangle with the bottom of our bigger rectangle. So select the skinny rectangle and hold down your Shift key and also select the big rectangle. And then you'll choose Align and choose Align Bottom. And now you'll see that alignment guide now matches up with the bottom of the big rectangle. And now we want to center everything from right to left. So we can just select everything on our screen and choose Align and then choose center horizontally. And now everything is centered from right to left. So now we're done with the big rectangle and we can delete that. The last thing we need to do is attach this alignment guide to our tree. But right now, the tree, the star, and the trunk are all grouped together. We need to ungroup those first before we can attach the green pieces. So just select anywhere on the design and right-click and choose Ungroup. And then you can select the tree and hold down your Shift key and select the alignment guide and right-click and choose Attach. And now those two pieces are locked together and they're ready to cut. Since there is only one piece in yellow and one piece in brown, we don't need to do anything with those on this screen. And so now we are ready to cut everything out. So you can click on the green Make It button, and then you'll be taken to this screen. And this is just a warning that part of our design is too big to cut on a regular sized mat. And that is the green portion. And it's just showing us that we need to use a 12-inch by 24-inch mat instead of the regular size. So you can click on the OK button. And if everything looks good, you can click on the green Continue button. Make sure that your Cricut machine is on, and once Design Space finds it, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to vinyl, and then you can go load your mat. Place a piece of large green vinyl on your cutting mat and smooth it down so there aren't any wrinkles or bubbles. Then load it into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. When your Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. When everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the green vinyl from your cutting mat and then place on a piece of brown vinyl. Repeat all of the steps until the brown and yellow vinyl have been cut. Remove the vinyl from your cutting mat and trim away any unused portion of the vinyl. Then weed away the excess vinyl from around your designs. You'll also need to pull out the numbers from inside of the Christmas tree, and you can use your weeding tool to do this. Next, place a piece of transfer tape sticky side up on your work surface. Then place your different pieces of vinyl on top of that and smooth it down. Use your scraper and rub firmly over the vinyl to help it stick to the transfer tape. Then trim off the excess material and trim apart the 3 different colors. Now that our vinyl is ready to go, let's go work on our sign. For this project, I used a piece of pine that measures 12 inches by 18 inches. You'll want to sand your wood so it's nice and smooth. Then you can paint it white. You'll probably need to do 2 to 3 coats on the front and sides. Painting the back is optional, but I like to do 1 quick coat just to make everything look nice and finished. Allow your white paint plenty of time to dry. Next, we're going to make our little shelves. You'll need to find a small Christmas figurine that you want to put on the shelves. There are lots of different items you can use. Stars, Christmas trees, snowflakes, etc. Whatever you use, it needs to be under 2 inches tall and less than 1 inch from front to back. It's also good to use something that has a fairly flat bottom so it will stand up. I ended up making a cute little gnome out of clay. For the shelves, I used a 1/2 inch square wood dowel. Since one wasn't quite wide enough for my gnome, I glued 2 pieces together to make my shelves. Once you found your Christmas figurine, you'll be able to figure out if you can use 1 dowel or if you'll need to glue 2 of them together. Next, you'll need to cut the shelves down to size so they'll fit on the sign. You'll need an 11 inch, 9.5 inch, 8.25 inch, 7 inch, and a 6 inch piece. Once you have those all cut, you can paint them green. Try to use a green paint that is close to the color of your green vinyl. You can paint the fronts, tops, bottoms, and sides of the shelves, but don't worry about painting the backs. While those pieces are drying, let's go add the vinyl to the sign. Grab your green vinyl and carefully pull off the vinyl backing. Then replace the backing, but leave the alignment guide at the bottom exposed. Position your design on your piece of wood. Match up the straight edge of the sign with the alignment guide and make sure that it's centered from right to left. Once it's in place, you can press down on the vinyl. Then carefully remove the vinyl backing. Make sure the alignment guide at the bottom stays in place. Use your scraper to press the vinyl onto your wood. Rub over everything firmly with your scraper and then pull off the transfer tape and remove the alignment guide. Now you can apply the trunk and the star the same way. Next, we're going to glue on the shelves. Add some glue onto the back of one of the shelf pieces. Press it into place on the sign. The shelf should go just under the points of the tree. Repeat with all the other pieces. Adjust the shelves so you don't see any white between the shelf and the tree, and then wipe off any excess glue. If you want to hang the sign, you can flip it over and attach a sawtooth hanger. Flip the sign back over and add your little Christmas figurine. And that's it, this sign is finished. And didn't it turn out cute? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video.